I work as a recovery room nurse and our staffing is complicated. We have to be available to care for patients as they come out of surgery, whether they come out earlier or later than scheduled. This means we may have no patients for a while, but then minutes later, they are all coming out from surgery at once and there need to be enough RNs to care for an influx. We also have to take care of any patients in procedural areas that don't wake up as well as predicted, endo, cath lab, etc., so the amount of patients that come to our unit is unpredictable. On top of all that, our max RN to patient ratio is 2:1, but often our standards are 1:1 according to our governing body. For an example situation, if my patient has an advanced airway, I cannot be more than arm's length away from them, which makes it impossible to care for a second patient. Now onto the MC, we have yet another new manager who is out to wow the upper management with his amazing handling of the unit, so he focuses on saving money by reducing our staffing and sending RNs home when we are overstaffed. He has never done our type of nursing and is frankly like talking to a brick wall when trying to explain it to him. He doesn't understand the flow and why we can't always have 2 patients. We are absolutely flooded this one day with patients, but we are running on minimal staffing. We are a bunch of irritated women tired of our manager mansplaining to us about a job he's never done. This is how you want to run the unit. Fine, but we are not compromising patient care. We stuck to our ratios, taking 2 patients when possible, but would not take a second patient when it wasn't safe. The surgeries don't stop because there aren't enough nurses, so guess who gets to hang out in the recovery room until a nurse is available? The anesthesiologists. They had to stay with their patient until a nurse could assume care, which pushed back surgeries all day. The anesthesiologists were pissed, not at us because they very well understand what it takes to recover a patient safely, but at the management for their crap staffing metrics. The surgeons were pissed because their surgeries were getting pushed back later and later in the day. We are a small hospital and only do emergency surgeries with the call teams at night. Surgeries got pushed back so late that both the OR team and recovery room team had to be called into work through the night. We're talking at least 7 extra people on overtime for 10.5 hours. The anesthesiologist on call had to work through the night, working for a total of about 24 hours straight. He was so pissed that the next week he went part-time. It was either quitting or part-time, so they accepted part-time. Our hospital, like everywhere else, needs more healthcare workers, including anesthesiologists, so him going part-time forced the hospital to have to close one room until they can find another anesthesiologist because they were barely able to handle the rooms we had running already. So with the brilliant move of saving the hospital a bit over $1,000 in a day by canceling a couple nurses, the manager also angered a bunch of MDs and pissed off an anesthesiologist enough to go to part-time, which made an OR room unable to be staffed fully indefinitely. This little move is costing the hospital tens of thousands of dollars daily in lost OR revenue, not to mention the fact that surgeons can't get enough OR times with us, so they are going to other hospitals, causing us to lose even more money. What's even crazier is that the manager still has a job and still isn't listening to us.
Like and subscribe now for more.